Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri and welcome back to another video. So this is a topic that has been asked to me by my subscriber in one of my previous videos, which is how to stop translating in our mind when we are trying to speak in English. Now, I will explain a lot about this topic based on my personal experience. Whatever I have learned in the journey is what I'm going to explain in today's video. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. So talking about translating in our mind, when you are a beginner, yes, you will translate in your head because we are trying to learn a new language. Right from our childhood, we've been only speaking in our mother tongue. Now, suddenly, when you are trying to adapt yourself to a new language, you will tend to translate English in your mind from your mother tongue. And that is very much there. It is normal. You don't have to worry about it that, okay, I am translating so much. Yes, you will do that in the initial days. With practice, eventually you will reduce it. Now, why you are doing it is because you are not exposing yourself to more of English. Now, I have told you in my previous videos the importance of consuming a lot of English content. Now, when I say the importance of consuming a lot of English content, yes, it is very much helpful. You definitely need to listen to a lot of English, read a lot of English, write and watch a lot of English. Now, when you do that, you will automatically try to think in English, which is a topic that I've made a video on previously, how to think in English. That is going to answer this question. So thinking in English is also directly related to translating, in my opinion, because when you start to think in English, you will slowly start to reduce translating in your mind. One thing I will make it absolutely clear in the beginning itself, that yes, translating is definitely going to be there, and it is not, it is not something that you can get rid of very easily. It will bother you for some time, but what I'm trying to tell you is that even if it bothers you, just stick with your practice, because practice is the one that is going to eliminate this translating. Now, I used to translate a lot in the initial days of my journey. I used to translate everything from Telugu to English. Only then I would speak to the other person. And when I do that, I tend to take a lot of breaks in between whenever I'm trying to speak in English. Now, what is the mistake that I've made at that point of time is that I was not exposing myself to a lot of English content, because of which I'm not used to a lot of new words or new phrases, because of which I had to translate everything from Telugu to English while I'm speaking. So the same thing applies to you guys as well here. Because you're not exposing yourself to more of English content, you're searching for words and you're searching for phrases, and you are trying to translate everything from your mother tongue to English, which is actually making you get stuck in between, which is what we don't want, right? Who wants to be stuck in between whenever we are trying to speak in English? Now, this is one mistake that we have to rectify over here, that every day consciously we have to allot some time towards consuming English content, be it writing, reading, listening and watching. Watch an interview, watch a kid story, write journal, read 10 pages a day. Do this every single day for at least next 2-3 months. You will see the translating reducing eventually. That will definitely happen if you do it consistently. Now, number 2, the second concept that I would like to explain over here is that yes, you can get rid of this if you work harder. Whenever you know that, okay, I'm now trying to translate in my mind from my mother tongue to English, you know that you are actually translating. So make a conscious effort to not to translate. See, everything is in your control, especially when it comes to your mind. Nothing is out of your control, right? Your mind is going to listen to you, obviously. So whenever you're trying to translate something in your mind, make a conscious effort that, okay, I'm now translating. I'm not supposed to do this. I will deliberately tell my mind to not to translate, and that's how you will get rid of translating eventually. Yes, it is difficult in the initial days, but with practice, everything is going to get better. See, whatever I say, the only thing that we all have to keep in mind is practicing. Practicing is the only thing that is going to help you get rid of all the problems that you face as an English learner. And what I'm trying to tell you is that you don't have to worry way too much about translating, because it is very much obvious, right? We're trying to learn altogether a new language which is not even our mother tongue. So it will happen. That is not something that you have to be ashamed of. That's okay if it is happening in the beginning. Eventually, that will not even be a problem. For me, right now, I don't translate in my head because I'm so exposing myself to a lot of English content. I know the phrases, I know the words because I'm used to listening English, I'm used to watching a lot of English from the past 2 years, because of which I'm not translating in my mind. These are the only two practical tips that you can follow if you want to stop translating in your mind. And eventually everything is going to get better if you stick with your practice, if you stick with your consistency. I know it sounds boring, but you have to stick with it. There is no other option that I'm telling you. And these are the two simple tips that you can follow. These are not even that complicated, and you do not even try to make it complicated that okay, translating is such a big problem that I have. Not at all. Translating is definitely a very normal thing if you are a beginner. Eventually, ask an intermediate speaker, ask an advanced speaker who's speaking in English, do you think they translate? No. Initially, they would have translated, but eventually, with practice, they have come down a lot, reduced that translation a lot. The same thing is going to happen with you. It's not only you who is facing this problem. Every English learner has to go through this problem at some point in their journey, and it's not a very big problem. Don't look at it like that. Yes, it will take place. With practice, you're going to get better. This is what I can tell you, that consume more of English content as much as you can. At least allot 1 to 2 hours every single day to watch something in English, like interviews, stories, or something like that. And try to enjoy whenever you're watching it. That is when you're going to fall in love with the process. That is when it actually makes sense. So I hope you guys have understood everything I told you in today's video. I've tried my best to solve this problem. This is how I have solved this problem of translating in my mind. Hope this helps you guys as well. I will see you guys in my next video. Do let me know in the comment section what is the next topic that you guys want me to make a video on. I will definitely do that for all of you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, you please take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Bye.